Now, with Bob's Tall Tales Part 3, we got confirmation for a couple of things. Now, the first ever confirmation we got for it was the Armadoggo. So the Armadoggo is going to have these Hyenodon-like pouches on them, and you're going to be able to customize them. Here you have a healer, here I think you have a meat preserving bag, here you have a little puppy, and here you have a, I assume, a battle armor where it's can, like, with these spikes reflect the damage dealt. We also got this like cool Borderlands looking mask. Now I wish we got a dinosaur instead of, you know, just a dog, or at least maybe a Hyenodon TLC, a Dinocaruda maybe, or even Extinction. Extinction is the largest canine that we know of, and it would have been cool to see it like an actual creature from our world into Ark, but oh well, there is still hope. We might headcanon this as Extinction. God knows I might. So the second confirmation for things is the battle rig. Now, with Bob's Tall Tales Part 3, we are going into more of a Mad Max thematic. With Scorched Earth, we had these like Wild West. With Aberration, we had steampunk, and now with Extinction, we are going to have a whole Mad Max thingy. Now, these battle rigs are very customizable, as it was confirmed. Now, as you see here, it has a different suspension system, different front bumpers. Like here it has a flamethrower, here it has rockets, here it has a minigun, here it has like a propeller, like a back rocket, so that it can escape this corrupted Giga. At least we got confirmation for like corrupted Giga here, corrupted Rex here. I assume there is this like little corrupted raptor with this tail, and Ceratosaurs are going to spawn on there. So with all of that, all due respect, with all of these customizations, it's amazing. And I really think right now, with all of this content added, Bob's Tall Tales is actually worth to buy. When it was first released in Scorched Earth with just the Oasisaur, I really hated it, simply because it had so little content and it felt unnecessary. With Aberration's release and with the whole trade system thingy, it felt a bit off, but still, all due respect with everything. Cosmo was a very cute creature, and the whole trade system is revolutionary for Ark. And I wish in like Extinction we got something even bigger for it. Maybe like a lot of creatures could have gotten TLCs, but again, this is also good. I have one fear though, that the battle rigs are going to be like the tech ATVs, and like they're going to be buggy and just hard to control, steer around, and unpolished. Hopefully not, as like imagine going around in the Extinction map just basically committing vehicular manslaughter on a bunch of dinosaurs. I think that would be a dope concept, honestly, and I hope they did the right amount of polish. There are going to be bugs, like this is Ark, so like there are going to be bugs. Now, with another confirmation, this is not attached to the Bob's Tall Tales, but here we can see it. Now there's the Volanosaur, there's the Monogarmer, there's the Corrupted Rock Drake, there's the Desert Titan, there's the King Titan, there's the Forest, and there's the Ice Titan. There's the gas bags. Now this fellow right here is the Dreadnoughtus. Here we have it. Also alongside a lot of this like wasteland themed armor and like a very cool mohawk that honestly kind of reminds me of the Rock Drake's head feathers mixed with the lionfish spikes of the Shadowmane. Now this creature I am very excited about, and this is one of the main reasons why I love and was hyped for Extinction. Extinction is the map I love the most. It's not the one I spent the most time in, simply because I started off Ark playing in mobile. Yeah, cringe, I know. But with Ark Mobile, I played a lot on the island. When I moved on to PC, I played on a lot of custom maps, and now I am playing on Amissa. I love that map. So, anyways, the Dreadnoughtus. Now, you might have already noticed that it has these blue spots around it, like an Iron Man arc reactor, or if you're more cultured, Ben 10 Ultimate Echoes resonance discs. So what are these? These, in my opinion, are based on the theory that sauropods had air sacs around their necks to help blood travel. It's a theory I'm also subscribed to. It's a very good theory in my opinion. Like giraffes, they have a long neck. They need a really strong heart to pump all those blood. Like pump that giraffe size scale up by like metric fuck tons, and you'll get a sauropod like Dreadnoughtus. Now about its abilities. Here you already see it has this like bile spit. It's probably going to be similar to its concept art, where it's going to swallow cannonballs and spit them out. Again, I wish, like it, not wish, but I hope it's not its only use, and it still has that sauropod kit. By that I mean like ground stomp attacks, like going up on his front limbs and crashing down. Not deal as much damage as a Brachio, but still have that kit. And one thing I hope is that it has a fear roar. Dreadnoughtus means fear nothing. So essentially this thing that fears nothing, fearing things, might make sense. Here we see it's like battle armor. It looks really cool. And this is the creature I'm the most excited for. Like it's one of the creatures I've been excited for the most in years. And this is the first sauropod we got in years. I think the last one released was the Titanosaur. So with that, I want to move on to a new section of the video. It's going to be about the predatory monetization system of the game. Now, I am very much aware that Ark, like many other games, needs its money to continue on. But holy shit, is this getting annoying. We were promised Ascended to be a free upgrade. That did not happen. And with the release of Bob's Tall Tales, I initially thought that, oh no, they are going there. They're making creatures locked behind a paywall. And I was partially right. Now, with Scorched Earth's release, I was much more angry at the game. Because, well, there's this whole flying creature you can build a base on that can revive your tames. That sounded OP and is OP. Plus, it didn't give me many creatures to tame, just one, and that was it. But with the release of Aberration and the whole gene system, the steampunk Ascended sets like the Zeppelin and the Goop Cannon, I was actually warming up to it, and I actually bought it. Now, with all due respect, I just have to ask, Wildcard, what the fuck are you thinking? You've released one of the most pay-to-win and one of the most unoriginal creatures, the Pyromane. You can think of the Pyromane as the fucked up, depreciated piece of shit cousin of the Shadowmane, whereas the Shadowmane is proud, strong, and also free to get. You have to pay 5 quid to even play with the fucking Shadowmane. Otherwise, it's just a pain in your ass and you need mods to remove it. Since I've talked about mods, now premium mods are another issue. Some mods like Garuga's Anomalocaris and the upcoming Edmontonia, Moro's Leviathan and Tristan's Taraxititan are very good mods. These mods are very polished, have actual effort, and handmade assets behind them. This, however, is not the deal for many others, as majority of the costume mods are now just ripped off assets that have a $10 price tag on them for no fucking apparent reason at all. with this whole monetization system also comes the advertisement. When you log into the game, go into the mods list, the first ever thing you see is the premium mods. Now, before, this was actually much worse. Now you can filter through the premium and the free mods, which, thank fucking god, I'm not gonna pay $10 for a skin. That is ridiculous. With the other issue, however, as I said, was the Pyromane and the Dreadmare by extent. As we got the center, we got the Pyromane with Aberration. Not exactly, but still we have Dreadmare. And now I am worried about the next creature. I wish it was a dinosaur. Even though Ark is not a pure dinosaur game, as some of the people might say it as, Ark is a animal game, and more animal based and less fantasy based creatures would be better in my opinion. Now, what they can do to reduce this predatory monetization system is stop the premium mods being displayed on the main page, less things being reliant on Bob's Tall Tales, even though it's in a good spot in my opinion right now. And finally, no more pay to win creatures. Please. No more pay to win. Release these creatures as updates. You are already adding the Ark's Editions mod creatures into the game. Might as well add 1 or 2 more. Or hell, give old creatures TLCs. I love Troodon, but the taming and the reward is painful. Releasing them as an army is so fucking fun, don't get me wrong. But to get them is simply ridiculous. And so is a lot of people's favorite tames. And there's already a mod that does this. Paleo Ark actually accomplishes this really well. And kudos to them for doing what a multi-million-dollar studio refuses to do. Not can't do, they most definitely can. They're just too lazy to do it. Now, earlier, as I said, I started playing Ark, or was outright introduced to Ark on mobile. I played the game a lot, and I was kind of disappointed to see some of my favorite real-life creatures weren't in there. The Uteranus, the Megalania. I was bummed, to say the least. But I kept playing and playing and playing. I did not like the servers though. It was riddled with cheaters. It was riddled with people who abused the pay-to-win mechanic of the Ancient Amber. And now with the revamp, just when I thought that we were going to get away from all of that bullshit, what are we faced with? Keys. What are keys? Well, with every daily login, you can get keys, or you can outright pay 30 quid to gain a couple thousand of them. With the keys, you can use cryopods, you can craft items without even having them, or you can even get faster taming rates, or outright grow your baby creatures instantly. Just imagine, you've tamed a giga, you've made it with another giga, and then suddenly when you want to have a baby, you're faced with one thing. The baby is going to take forever to grow. But you look just a couple meters back and one of your tribe mates, who's a rich fuck, just dumps all their money into the game and boom, they just got an army of gigas within seconds. This is highly unfair. I don't have to say that. But this whole pay to win was unfortunately kind of expected, as, well, this is a mobile game. Mobile games are like the cash cows of IPs. No matter what IP they're a part of, mobile games always have even more predatory monetization and even more bullshit going on. Now, I have to give praise where I can give the praise, as they've done a really nice job at bringing Ark and their entire maps, creatures, and overall it's nicely optimized. I've never thought I would say Ark and nicely optimized in the same sentence before, but well, here we are. I guess there's a first for something. But well, I guess I have to also talk about a lot of the negatives with this key system, and also what else can happen. If the God console returns, this could mean, again, the servers would be filled with pay-to-win abusers. Now, alongside all of this bullshit, I really hope the taming limit has been removed, as it's such a bullshit mechanic. In this game, everyone has a different way of playing it. Some people like to build an army of dinosaurs, some people like to build massive caverns, some people like to speedrun it. But in the end, some mechanics should not be behind a paywall, and the creature tame limit is one of them. In the old version of Ark Mobile, this taming limit was 60, just 60 creatures, and that was it. Thanks to this bullshit, you had to micromanage what creature you needed and didn't. Now, there is again another issue. I was expecting this actually. This mobile port of Ark will not have mod support. Well, duh. I actually expected this, as a lot of the mods would not work on Ark Mobile. Can you just imagine something extremely convoluted like Moro's Indomitable Duo on mobile? Or hell, even needing to make a mod for Ark Mobile that would work there. That would be needlessly complicated for a fraction of the player base. But still, seeing some quality of life mods would have been nice, but oh well. Now, I have given my opinions on many things here, and I will in the future, as I love this game series and I am really interested to see where it's going to go from here. Now, with all of that being said, take care everyone. Wherever you are, grab yourself a nice snack, always tell your loved ones that they're important, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.